Hello and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat 11 video, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys how good is Lightning Wand. And I have to say that besides it being pretty good, it's actually one of my most favorite abilities to play around with. It is super fun to play, it's super fun to do cool setups with it. You could do jailing setups, you could even do what I would call player tendency counters. Now, what I call that is it's the tendency of the player and you counter it, such as rolling or doing like wake up attacks, things like that. You can counter it really well with this ability. So before we get into it, I'm just going to show you guys the basics of the move before we get to the setup. So the basics of the move is that whenever you do it normally, you just pull out the stick. Yeah, this thing right there, that stick. And at first when I looked at it, I was like, what is the point of doing a stick? And yeah, I actually looked into the move list, and you can actually make your Wagor high projectile a mid. But it doesn't go full screen, it has a certain range. But it's actually pretty good whenever you do a certain setup with it, so I'll get to that later on whenever we get to the amplified version. You can also use your lightning strike, one button, such as like that. And it's actually a pretty good anti-air. Even this one is actually a pretty good anti-air. I wish I have an example of that at the end of the video, where I have a couple examples of different ways I've used it in a match. It's not that many, but it gives you a good idea of what this ability can really do. So yeah, that's actually the basics of doing it normally. And to get to the setups with the non-amplified one, so basically whenever you do combos, you either want to end with back 1-4 or 2-1 mid-screen, because 2-1, it gives you a good chance to just pull it out as quick as you can, and you're safe as well. And it leaves you right next to the opponent. But be mindful of certain characters such as Sub-Zero. I tried to do it against Sub-Zero, he would just keep sliding when they seen it, so I kept getting punished for it. Not saying I'm getting punished when I do it, I mean when I'm trying to do projectile. You're completely safe when you do this. Also another thing, you can have it right in your face so you can watch out for any jump-ins. Also, if you're facing Kung Lao as well, you can kind of teleport really easy once you see it pull it out. Just do the lightning strike and you anti-air it pretty easily because it tracks pretty good. Yeah, so whenever you do this string, it's pretty good as well. Especially when you end a combo like this. Easy, simple setup. Now, here's another setup. If you get back free, you can also get a pretty good setup as well. And whenever you do that, you can like, let's put them on block. Let's say you catch them with this. And you get a pretty cool push roll. It's pretty sick and fun to use. Haven't got a chance to really done this yet, but I can only tell you it's actually pretty good. Well, that was pretty bad, but yeah, it's actually really fun to do and stuff. Now I'll show you what it looks like when you do the lightning. The straight projectile. Looks really fun, right? So these are the basic strings you want to do. Back 3-1, back 1-4. Which is punishable on block if you do it on just on the ground. So I'll preferably do this if you catch him on whiff, if you know you can catch him, or do it at the end of a combo like this. Also be mindful, if you do use Joe Push, you do lose access to this option. Whenever you do use Joe Push, it will just leave you with this option. So yeah, that is basically it for the non-amplified setups. So now we're gonna get into the amplified set, which is the really fun stuff. Now, whenever you do this, you can jail a mid-screen, such like this. And now they're jailed, but there is ways they can get out of it, such as they can roll away. So, like, say we do this. They roll away and they completely avoid it. And this is where the player tendency counter comes in play. So if you know your opponent really likes to roll away from the setup, so you can do this. Just walk up and throw. You could do that. But here's another thing you can also do. You can also put it in front of you and it completely, and you can get a full combo punish. See, it confirms, so you can do that. But yeah, if you do this up, it completely avoids it. So if you know your opponent likes to roll away, just don't try to do this up. Just like go for a full combo whenever you do this. If you want to try setups, preferably, you know, you want to get the damage and stuff. But if you really want to do some cool setups and stuff, then back 3 is not the thing to do when it comes to jailing. Usually it's backward 4 is your jailer, and 2-1 or your jailers. Well, not jailers, I mean your counters to rolling. So when you know your opponent likes to do that a lot, that's the way to go. Now, with the amplified one, if you want to do 2 for 3, if you catch them with that, you cannot do the wiggle one because it literally just does that, which is really weird. They just roll away. I mean, oh wait, no, my bad. This is what I'm talking about. Forgot to turn off. Completely disappears. So you can't really do that. So the thing you want to do with this one is the up close one, or you want to do the far away one. Now with that, I'll show you this real quick. So now I'm going to be sub-zero for this one. See, I can block it, obviously, but here's the thing that I can do. I could just dash up immediately, and completely avoid it. Now, here's a cool setup. If your opponent doesn't know they can do that and they try to roll away, you can actually full combo punish him from that far away and get a full combo, which looks really dope. So if you know your opponent likes to do it a lot and you catch him with this tree, and you still get a combo. Well, I'll do a really cool combo. So we do this. I missed it. Boom. Really cool combo. Yeah, so if you like to do the far away one and they like to roll away, just remember you can full combo punish as well. Now, as I was saying earlier, when it comes to the projectile one, well, there's a better way to use this one. It's whenever you amplify it and you have them jailed in there, and you can throw your projectile in there and they have to block as well. Also, your anti-air one is pretty good too as well. Now, as for blocking, well, if you do this on block, it's really bad because it is full combo punishable. Like Sub-Zero can freeze me, and I can just wait for it to disappear in full combo. Also, Scorpion can do just like a 1-1 into teleport and completely avoid it. So be mindful of what characters can do against doing on block. So just watch out for that. Wouldn't recommend doing on block. And now we're gonna go to the final segment. No, almost the final segment. There's gonna be another segment where I have to show you different variation abilities. So, is Joeying in the corner. Now, Joeying in the corner is pretty strong with this ability. Now, in the corner, what I would do is either you end the combo with 2-1, or you end the combo with 2-4-3 to get out as quick as you can. And it completely leaves them in now, but they do have ways to avoid, such as rolling away. They could just roll away as well. And this is where also the counter comes in. Okay. That hasn't happened yet. Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's do that again. I completely missed the throw. Like, you could, like, throw punish. Like, if you do backdash, you can actually get him with the throw to go backwards. If you do it, forward, like, if you do a back throw while the white on the circle, that happens and you leave yourself in the corner. So if you know your opponent likes to do it a lot, you could just easily counter them and make the weed. Okay, why is it doing that? That's kind of weird. But yeah, you can make the weed and full punish him and leave him in the corner again. Now when it comes to up freeze, if you know your opponent likes to do wake up attacks, after you do that, it leads you to do staggles, or you can go for the throw. So yeah, that's also really good situations to do a bunch of wait and staggles after they do the up free, and you leave them Joe and they can't really do anything. Now, I'm going to switch up the variations and show you another thing that's actually really good. Experimentation 2. Now, if you use the teleport with this variation, it's actually pretty strong as well. Like, say, Sub-Zero or like a Sonya Blade will like throw out a projectile and you just like teleport and combo punish him. So I'll show you an example. I'll switch to Sub-Zero. Okay. You like that restand? That's pretty cool, right? Full combo punish if they like to throw a projectile. Like if you see your opponent likes to like just throw projectiles white when they get in there. And look at that Wii stand. That's actually really cool. You get them with a Wii stand. That's if you get lucky though. That's like a whale thing to get. It's happened to me before. It's pretty well. So yeah, whenever you use the teleport, this ability can be really good against like a zoning characters who like to zone within the zone. So yeah, that'll be it for this video, and I hope you guys like it, enjoy, and hopefully you guys start you know, really utilizing this ability's strengths. I think this ability is really underrated and is super fun to use. I have a couple clips of different examples of really cool stuff that's happened in matches, such as like an anti-air projectile, almost full combo, I missed it. Also a teleport bait, which is also a great thing this thing does. It's a teleport bait, it gets like a Scarlet. Like if you know they like to be teleport happy. Once they come out, you just go for a throw and catch them. And also I'll be live streaming. Live streams will be coming up very soon. I'll be doing a lot of customs, just like random customs with different characters. And you guys might be able to catch me using this ability, which is one of my favorite abilities in the game. It is super fun. And make sure you hit the notification bell to stay tuned to when I live stream on YouTube. I don't have a specific date when I'm going to start, but I'll make sure to inform you guys coming up in the future. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys like and enjoy the video, and see ya.